Hello guys, it's me Raven, and today I'm going to be reading, I've never actually done this before. It's called The Cool Moonlight. It's by Angela Johnson, author of Heaven and Toning the Sweep. And, yeah, so basically, I got this from a library like 2 weeks ago, and I have to return it today, and I haven't read a single page yet. I've been way too busy. So yeah, we're just gonna read it for YouTube, and hopefully I'll get done. The Cool Moonlight. I don't remember the sun. I don't remember the sun or how my sister Monk says it warms you up and feels good on your face. After dark, sunless days in February. Have there ever been sunless days? I can't remember any of them. Do I just now remember, or is my sister making up stories like she always does? I'll ask Elizabeth and Alyssa. They will know. Elizabeth will probably just smile and whisper softly. Alyssa will laugh loudly, and jump around. They know everything. Secrets and light, light and secrets. They will know, under the shadows of the vining moonflowers that we planted together in May. They will know, as we move back and forth on the glider that sits in front of the fence that's protected by the old willow in our backyard. They will know, even though they say that they don't remember the sun either. I think that's just their way of being polite, like Mama says people who come over for tea parties in my storybooks are. Elizabeth and Alyssa will know, because they are best friends. They are the best friends a girl who can't remember the sun or even or ever feel it on her face could have. So basically, I know it's weird context, but like, you're the best friend I could ever have. That's what she's saying they are. Best friends of a girl who can't remember the sun or ever feel it on her face again. The moon. Chapter 1. There are mushrooms that glow in the dark. Did you know that? I've always known it, but I can't remember when or how I found out about them. I don't think I read it in a book. I only read books about witches and changelings and other stuff that I don't think is true, but might be. I'll ask Elizabeth and Alyssa. When I found out about the glow-in-the-dark mushrooms, they'll know that too. I'd ask my friend David, but he knows about comic books more than anything else. I don't think he's ever mentioned mushrooms before. Elizabeth knows all the things that I need to know about the night. How to run in the night, find flowers in the night, and to listen in the night to everything that most people call quiet. It's real important to listen, because the night isn't quiet. It's the loudest real time in a 24-hour day. It's also hard to speak like this girl because she's like 8, so she doesn't really know prop grammar. She doesn't really know good grammar yet. Purposeful joke. So yeah. But like, if this was turned into a game, if like Angela Johnson gave away the right for this to be made into like a short game or something, this would be awesome, don't you think? In the day, there are no horns or people screaming or trucks squealing brake. All the real sounds get covered. Alyssa knows about people and the day. She likes people who laugh and shout and shine real bright. But she is nice about saying it's okay to live in the dark. Her voice is chirpy, like a bird, when she talks. It's like I like Pinkie Pie. She puts her hands on her hips and nods her head real fast. I can just imagine that. Yeah. Hi, I'm Alyssa. Oh my god, I'm making fun of the book. Real fast. So I believe her. It's good to believe people. I always do. I tell people all the time that I believe them. Alyssa says it's because I'm not 9 yet, like her. When I'm 9, I'll know better than to believe folks. I think how sad it's going to be in 2 months that I won't believe anybody anymore. But the 2 months will give me time. It will give me time to do what I've been planning for so long. Elizabeth and Alyssa will keep the secret. 'cause too many people shouldn't know. It's better that way. So I sit and wait for them against the fence gate. If it's like all the nights before this one, Alyssa will come under the fence first, then Elizabeth. Sometimes Elizabeth will be in a tutu and sun hat, in her yellow rain boots, smiling and quiet. Alyssa will be in a cape covering a long cotton slip. That's too big for her, and new white canvas tennis shoes, jumping and laughing. She always wears the shoes, and they're always white. And even though I have my dark sunglasses on in the night, her shoes always glow like the mushrooms. They almost look alive, like they could walk right off her feet and run around the backyard all by themselves. Sadly though, soon, like maybe at page 15 maybe, is that chapter 2? That's chapter 3. Where's chapter 2? I'm going to stop at chapter 2. I have to cover up. Clothes, clothes, clothes. The night is good to me. The sunlight hurts. It has since the day I was born. Even some light that isn't the real sun can hurt me. Like the light from a jukebox. I just cover up all the time. Mom feels better if I do. It's 'cause of my chromosomes. They can't protect me from the sun. I could be burnt and even go blind if the sun gets to me. All our windows keep the sun out, though. My sister Monk says we are shadow people, and proud of it. The rule is, only wait a while. But a while doesn't have a real time limit, like 5 minutes or 8 minutes. So a while is as long as I feel like waiting, I guess. Once, a while was almost when the sun was coming up. Elizabeth and Alyssa shimmied under the fence, and when they got close, I saw their faces were covered with chocolate and cookie crumbs. Alyssa's cape was torn, and she started telling me a story about bank robbers who would give them $1 million if they climbed a mountain for it, and 8-year-olds, man, 8-year-olds, if they climbed a mountain for it. Elizabeth giggled, and I'm just gonna go back. A real time limit like 5 minutes or 8 minutes. So a while is as long as I feel like waiting, I guess. I'm gonna put my book up here. But then that blocks my face so you guys can't really hear me. I'm just gonna put it here. Once a while was almost when the sun was coming up. Elizabeth and Alyssa shimmied under the fence, and when they got close, I saw their faces were covered with chocolate and cookie crumbs. Alyssa's cape was torn, and she started telling me a story about bank robbers who would give them $1 million if they climbed a mountain for it. Elizabeth giggled and said it was true. She'd lost her sun hat when they met Bigfoot near the top of the mountain. Did she even believe in this? I mean, when I was 8, I didn't believe in Bigfoot. I mean, sure, I believe that ghosts were real. Uh, a few minutes later, though, Mama came out and said that the light was coming and it was time for me to go in. Lilia! Oh no, wait, is that her name? Light's coming up, you need to come in. Who doesn't say the sun's coming up? So apparently these people said that the light was coming and it was time for me to go in. Mama stood looking at us with her hands on her hips for a long time. She kept on looking at Elizabeth and Alyssa. Way after I went through the kitchen door, she stared at them at the UV tinted windows of the kitchen. Excuse me. Then Mama did something that made me jump. She went over real close to Alyssa and looked at her. I thought Alyssa would run away, but she stood there like she didn't even see Mama, smiling. Elizabeth crossed her arms real tight and backed against the fence. I guess some mountain climbing girls are careful. The last I saw of them for a couple of nights was Alyssa's white tennis shoes disappearing under the fence. But in the coming morning light, they lost their glow. That is the end of chapter 1. Let me know what you guys think of the book. I think it's a really good book. Once again, please note, not my book, just reading it for fun. Oh, and do you two watch everyone's videos at least once? Because if they do, we're not really sure if we're allowed to like read books that we didn't write on YouTube. Um, so yeah, if we're not allowed, please let us know. We didn't know. Please. We worked so hard to make this one. Anyway, guys, that was it. I'll see you guys in the next Raven Plays, Raven Does Series, Raven Reacts, or Raven Sings Badly. Keep it on. Ha ha, bye.